Okay guys, in this video now we're going to have a look at how to take our information and we're going to apply it to a line graph. Okay, and again we're going to look at temperature here for Kilkenny over the course of a week. Again, doing this in pencil and having my ruler here as well. First thing I've got to do is I've got to draw my X and Y axis. So I'm going to draw my line down. I know it needs to be at least 12 long. I'm going to say that each one of these small little boxes that you've got here on my graph paper, I'm going to make sure that each one of those is equal to 1 unit. Now, if you're doing a line graph or a bar chart, whatever it might be, you might decide to have a different scale. You might decide that 2 boxes is equal to 1 unit, or 2 boxes is equal to 5 units, or 1 box is equal to 10 units. It's up to you depending on the size of your graph and your graph paper. Always as well make sure that you are doing your graphs, any of them that you draw, they should be drawn on graph paper. That's got to be done as well. So I've done my X and Y axis. We're looking at temperature there. So temperature is going to come up the side, okay, and it's always in degrees Celsius, okay, and I'm going to mark it in up the side. So here we have 1, here we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You'll see that my highest number here is 12, so I could stop there if I wanted to. I'm going to keep going anyway just because I want to give you a good idea. So we'll go as far as 15, and that's my temperature there in degrees Celsius. Next thing, I've got to label my axis across the bottom. So this is going to be days of the week. And I'm always going from left to right. As with temperature, I'm always going from bottom to top. And again, I'm going to say that 2 little boxes, 1, 2, is going to be equal to 1 day of the week. Okay, so my Sunday, okay, is going to be maybe, or in fact, no, I can't put this one because that's what I do with a bar chart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my Sunday. Okay, so I'm going to say Sunday is right here, Sunday. Okay, so all the way up along that line is Sunday. So I've got to go to 8 on a Sunday. So I'm going to get a different color maybe here now to plot my line graph. Okay. So line graph, let's go up along. Here's 8. Excellent stuff. There's my first point. Okay. Let's plot maybe all my days of the week now first. And I'm going to skip a line maybe now between. So every 2 boxes, I'm going to go and say I've got a day of the week. So again, now I'm going to go Monday here, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There's my days of the week. Okay, now I've got my red marker here again. Oops. Lovely. So I've gone as far as 8 on the Sunday. Monday I'm going to 10. So I've got to come all the way up. I could use my ruler here to help me. So I'm coming all the way up to 10. Where am I going? I'm going right here. Okay. Tuesday, I am going as far as 10 as well. So again, I come up from the bottom, marking exactly where I'm going. Lovely. That's where I'm going for Tuesday. Wednesday, let's see, I'm going to 12 on Wednesday. Okay, so up to 12. I'm skipping 1 line, and then I'm going to the one next to it. So skipping 1. So here's 12. Lovely. Thursday, I'm going to 8. So I'm coming back down in temperatures. Here I go up my little graph coming up from Thursday. Here we go. Making sure it's all nice and in line. Friday, nice and in line. Friday, I'm going to 7. So I'm skipping 1. Coming down to here. Lovely. Roughly. And then Saturday, I'm going down to 5. So it gets cooler there on the Saturday, right? Skipping 1 again. So now I've got my graph pretty much plotted. Okay, get my ruler out of the way so people can see. Now I've got my graph plotted. All I need to do now is join the dots, join my lines. Okay, so that's my line graph. That's pretty much it. And you can see here, you know, my line has got to join or intersect all of the temperatures that we have on our line graph. Okay, final thing you need to do is you need to put in a title. So this is temperature of Kilkenny over 1 week. So there you've got your how to draw a line graph. And again, for Leaving Cert, for Junior Cert, take your information, that's how you do it. Okay, apply it to your line graph.